This year was kind of unique for me in that I got to see. I'm sorry, this is common about people with Simon Says Give, but I got to see the joy of the face. I got to deliver these their backpacks. We had a grandmother come in. I'll tell you a story. We had a grandmother come in, and she did not realize that she was going to be, 2 weeks prior, she did not realize that she was going to be a 65-year-old mom to a kindergartner who did not have school supplies. She called up later. I saw her leave with that backpack, and it was like, just for one thing that she didn't have to worry about anymore. And smiles. She drove away, and that was behind her. So it's the other story. It's really close to home to me. Family in St. Paul. Dad was sick, and that was my story. Right. I knocked on the door, and Dad came up with his cane, and just like two cats, a first grader and a second grader went scurrying away. And I knew for sure that they would be okay. We are 3 levels deep with the Jefferson Foundation. We're involved in 360. Mandy was a globe changer, and this coming year we will be a Youth in Action program with our school, with our board. And this is, I believe, our youngest board member. We actually, Drew is, we stretched the rule just a little bit to bring Drew in. I think we were a couple months off of a birthday. But Drew actually, I think I saw in his eyes when he heard about Mr. Decker's story, I think he said, had a little click in his eye and said, I think I know where I can get some money shows. So Drew had put together a program before he joined us for that, and that was actually part of his resume to get on there. So thank you for having us. I'm sorry I cried. Actually, no, you know what, I'm not.
All right. And thank you for sharing the clearly emotional story. I know for many of us, the work that we do, helping others and serving our community, hits right in the heart. And so thank you for your willingness to share that with everybody tonight. And as you may have heard earlier, Mandy and Simon Says Give, the work they did for their Dreambox project, their High Five for Supplies, they were invited by the Jefferson Awards Foundation to come out to New York tonight, and they will be receiving a national award as well for the work that they did. So congratulations again to Simon Says Give. The other Dreambox project that happened in Minnesota this year was from a partnership with an organization called Family Values for Life. And I invited the person in charge, Alfreda Flowers, of Family Values for Life, to come be with us and accept the award and to tell us a little bit about the project they did collecting school supplies and handing them out. So Alfreda, would you mind joining me up front here?
Well, thank you and good afternoon to everyone. I just want to share just a little bit about Family Values for Life. When we first started doing our back to school event, this is going to be our 6th year. We started out with that we recognized that there was a need. I worked for the St. Paul schools for a number of years and retired from the University of St. Thomas. I've done a lot of different work with families, and I started an organization called Family Values for Life, and we did a meeting to find out, a town hall meeting to find out the needs in the community, and that was one of the needs, children needing back to school supplies. And so we started out very small, back 6 years ago, with 125 backpacks, not realizing that the need was going to be as great as it was. We had 532 people that were in line for backpacks and school supplies. Of course, we had a number of other things to give away, and then referrals that we could send families to so they wouldn't go away upset. So from that point on, we increased it to the next year of being 1,000 backpacks, and then we still didn't have enough. The next year, 1,500, and then now we're up to 2,500 backpacks and school supplies that we provide throughout the Twin City, primarily on the east side of St. Paul, but we don't turn anybody away. And how families receive the backpacks and school supplies, we do it on the same night that is open house for the school. And then we also, they have to go around to 10 different community partners. So we have 45 partners that we partner with, community partners that have table and have information about their organization and the resources that they have to help stabilize our families. They go around to those 10, and then they are able to take their children and get haircuts inside the school. And this year we'll have dental help as well as physicals. And so we do a number of things to help sustain the family so the kids can get a great start off to the new school year. So tomorrow is our planning meeting for our 6th annual back to school event, and we're looking forward to it. We have it at a local elementary school, Bruce Vento Elementary School on the east side of St. Paul. Again, last year, yes, we gave away 200 and some, almost 2,500 backpacks, but that entailed 800 families. And 200 and some of those families went to the open house, and that was huge for us because that's a school that gets low attendance and parents going to the open house. So those families that had the opportunity to go to the open house, we gave them VIP seating in the line so that they wouldn't have to wait around the corner and down the street in the line to get their backpacks and school supplies first. So we always want to not just give away, but we want to award them for making the effort of doing the things that we need to do to help sustain the family. So I thank you tonight for allowing me to present this award, and thank you for the opportunity of being able to participate in this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Alfreda. So we heard about Dream Boxes, which was about putting school supply packages together and donating them to young people who could really use them. There are 2 other LEAD 360 projects that were nationally activated in 2015. The second one we're going to talk about is called Gear Going Global. It was a project designed by a teenager in Indianapolis, Indiana. His idea was to collect new or gently used sporting goods and donate them. Initially, his idea was to donate them to organizations in Africa so that children, young people over there had the sporting supplies, the sporting goods they needed to stay engaged and have fun. He's passionate himself as a soccer player in high school, and so he wanted to provide that opportunity to other young people. So as a national LEAD 360 project, what we did is we looked for community partners that were interested in putting on a new or gently used sporting goods drive, and anything that was collected got donated to a local nonprofit that had the same mission of supporting youth in sports. And through a really exciting partnership, we worked with the St. Paul Saints last year. They, in their final homestand of the season, had a supply drive, a sporting goods supply drive, where all of their fans were invited to bring them to the game. It was all collected. It was put in bins that were picked up by another partner in the project, Innovative Office Solutions. And then all of the equipment that was collected was donated to a nonprofit called the In Sports Foundation. So, if I can have representatives from the Saints, Innovative Office Solutions, and In Sports Foundation come on up and say a few words about the project. By the way, I have a certificate for the Saints and Innovative as well, so come on up.
As you can see, we like to partner together. So just give you a little bit of background about the In Sports Foundation. So Max actually founded it, and our whole goal and our purpose is to help kids participate in sports. The way that we do that is we put on In Sports Days, which are free opportunities for kids to come out and try a sport. Maybe they've never tried it, maybe they've never had the opportunity to do so because of financial reasons or other reasons, and so we provide days where they can come out and learn and grow. And we also provide sponsorships and scholarships to kids in need. And so we met with Tom, and we found that it was a great opportunity for us to partner together and to be able to run an equipment drive. And thanks to the St. Paul Saints and all of their people who came to the game, they were able to donate, I think it was to help maybe 200 kids. And what we did with that equipment is it is crazy how many schools just right around our neighborhoods who don't have equipment, whether it's recess or whether it's just within their, if they have FIED classes. We worked with a school who had one ball and it deflated. There was 25 kids who would run and chase one single ball, and I was like, I had like 15. And so really providing other kids that opportunity to get in the game and really participate. So it was a great opportunity, so thank you.